Hi everybody, this is Brandon with Precision Defensive Solutions, and this is going to be our last video in the series of these micro drills for draw to first shot. So we've talked about clearing the garment, we've talked about getting the grip, we've talked about drawing the gun out of the holster and how much to clear it by. We don't need very much, it just needs to come just over the top of the holster so it can rotate out. Building the grip, finding your sights, extend, prep, and press. Now I want to talk about gaining a second sight picture after you fire your shot, and also bringing it back to the holster. Okay, so as we do that, when we bring the gun out, we fire. Now take a deep breath, bring it back, and because we're doing dry fire, I'm going to recock the gun. And I'm going to look. I'm going to kick my hips up because I'm doing appendix. Tap, let it fall in, and press down. Okay. Watch the gun into the holster. This is, if we look at the samurai arts and the sword drawing of Iaido and Iaijutsu, the idea of Iai is the technique of drawing that sword. And the way that they resheath that sword. I want you to be that precise when you're working your gun back to the holster, because honestly, you're dealing with a deadly weapon. With the gun, you're dealing with a deadly weapon. With the sword, they can hurt you. You need to pay attention to what you're doing. So we're going to do this again. Up, out, press. Second sight picture, right? Bring it back. Rotate the gun. Bring it back. Look. Tap. Notice. Tap. Bring it up. Let it fall into the holster and slowly back in. Okay. There's no reason to rush back to the holster. Chris Bean just did a great video on obtaining a second sight picture that he posted on the Active Self-Protection Dry Fire Challenge page on Facebook, which if you're not a member of, I highly recommend that you do that. Chris is a good friend of mine. He's a very highly skilled shooter, outstanding instructor, and he gives some great little tidbits, and sometimes they're just little tidbits and short little pieces. So think about joining that page. But we're going to do this again. Okay, so we're going to go one, out, press, and I didn't cock the gun, so I'm pressing the trigger, release, second sight picture, back, turn, rotate the gun, down, tap, bring it in, and straight down in, make sure there's nothing in the way. You don't want any obstructions in that holster. So again, let's put it on the timer. And again, I didn't cock the gun, so you couldn't hear the gun click. Back in. Okay. Okay. One more time. Then cock the gun again, back in, set. Notice I'm kicking my hips out a little bit too. That orients the muzzle out away from your feet and out away from your leg. Okay, right on the center of the post. Second sight picture, back, rotate, and back in. Okay. Now, one of the things that once you do that, you're going to start feeling, getting used to that feeling of what your holster should feel like, and you'll start to feel resistance if there's something in the way. So knowing where that holster is and myelinating that process really makes a difference. So sometimes I don't always look it in, because sometimes without totally looking down, I can't see it anyway. So, but I want you to watch it in. I want you to get used to looking for those things. I want you to get used to what it feels like. That way, if there is something there that you don't see and you feel resistance, your brain's going to go, nope, stop. And then you're going to pull back out and check. Okay. So don't get used to just visual, but get used to feel. And that should help you. I really hope this series of videos helps you out. If you've got any questions, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help you. The highest that I showed any of these draws on time was a 0.9. So, this idea of a sub-second draw, is it easy? No. But it can be done with a lot of work. Okay. So take care, everybody. I hope to hear from you soon. I hope to see you in a class. We'll talk to you soon.